22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. With a quick throw out left, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the option going right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll set up a throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here we go. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now back to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Jonathan Taylor. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dillon. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Dillon. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dillon. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter, and man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
21-0 our score after 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Dillon. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead is Hall. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job,
but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Okay, ready?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Dillon. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dillon. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get some. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dillon. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get a bit closer. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Colts continue to pull away here this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dillon. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Dillon. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Dances by him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Dillon. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Dillon. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kwity Paye able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
19 right.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dillon under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. Stiff-armed him. And he He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. As this complete to Woods. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Dillon. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Looking to throw. Dillon. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, 3.
Running left, Taylor. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Again, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Taylor. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Taylor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Bulldozes past him. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So a new set of downs after a big mistake on special teams. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that is truly playing at an elite level in this country.